you have to have strict rules in order to succeed, because when you're in front of the chart, you just keep seeing trades and you will end up taking them, but you have to aim, the less the trades are, the better the trades are.
And do you use the app version or the desktop?
The desktop. Usually I trade on my laptop. It's just better. You see the wider pictures.
Nice. So you try not to trade on your phone then?
No, because that thing is dangerous.
Yeah, it's easy to get carried away and go into. So how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Do you want to start by telling everyone a bit of your background? So how long ago you found trading and how you came across it?
I got to know about trading at about, I think, 4 or 5 years ago.
Nice.
And I've been trading profitably for maybe like 6-7 months, a year almost. And then, initially I started with a small capital, like I had to fund it myself. And then I think the prop firm culture came in like 3-4 years ago. And then I went through different prop firms, and finally I stuck to Think Capital.
Nice, cool. So how was your journey transitioning from your personal capital to prop firm?
It was good, because personally, like, I couldn't fund myself a lot with quite a bit of money. Like, the most you can do is like, a K, 5K max. And then with this, at the scale, you can scale it a lot better. But to adjust like the lot sizes, to adjust with the losses, it takes time. Like, it wasn't like as soon as you switch to profit firm, you're profitable. It still takes time because you have to adjust like to a different norm.
Yeah, definitely. It requires a
Yeah.
different sort of approach. So how would you explain your trading strategy to someone who was in your position like 4 or 5 years ago when you started?
Honestly, I would just advise to the trading strategies, it's the better it is. Initially when I started, I followed some couple mentor, but it was too complicated. Like, nowadays a lot of people follow like ICT, accumulation, distribution, stuff like that. I went through all that, but I realized at the end of the day, the simpler the chart is, the cleaner the chart is, the better it is, and it's good. So I just keep it simple. I just do support resistant, and I don't trade lower time frame. The lowest time frame I look at is 15 minutes, but
Right.
usually all my analysis is like 30 minutes and above. And my biggest advice would be to make sure, don't complicate trading. Trading's pretty easy. Follow the trend, support, resistant, and you'll be good.
Yeah. Amazing. So how long would you hold your trades on average then if you're focusing on like the 30-minute 1 hour? Would you be in and out in the same day or?
Yeah, no, like, even with 30 minutes, I usually try trading with just like one candle. I just need that one candle to be
Right.
good enough for me, and that's about it. Like, as in, like, the simplest way is like, if it breaks my resistance, I the next candle that comes in, there's a 70% chance that it's gonna go in your direction. I just trade that candle. I don't try holding it for too long. It's day trading, so my time frames, like, I just make sure that, like, I get my 20 pips a day and then just call it a day.
Nice. You have like a daily target then in
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, like daily target, like mostly like even a 1% a day is good for me.
Good. I love that. So do you, if you make 1%, you're done for the day. Do you have a daily loss allowance? So maybe if you lose 1%, you're done for the day. What's your?
Yeah, so I try keeping 0.5%, like 0.5% every, like, I start with 0.5%, but if I lose 0.5%, then I break it down. But after 2 trades I lose, I just get out. Like, I'm done for the day. Like,
No.
you have to have strict rules in order to succeed,
Yeah.
because when you're in front of the chart, you just keep seeing trades and you will end up taking them. But you have to aim, the less the trades are, the better the trades are, if that makes sense.
So you risk about 0.25% per trade, and then if you take 2 losses, you're done.
Yeah, that's like, normally that's the norm, but there are some times that you get a little bit emotional and you want to trade, but those are my strict rules.
Yeah, but that's great because even if maybe you were emotional, you did enter a third trade, you're still only risking 0.75% in a day.
Yeah, yeah,
It allows your account to handle those sort of emotional moments, which is great.
yeah, because you don't want to, like, profits are hard to make, like even though like you're sitting behind the desk and everything, but that money is valuable. So you don't want to like have 2 days that are like, very good profitable, like you're up maybe like 3% or 2%, and you don't want to lose that the next day, because that's how forex market is. Like one day you're profitable, the next day you're not. So you don't you always want to protect your profits. So that's how I try dealing with it.
Amazing. And do you apply that approach to like phase one, phase two, and fund it, or do you have different risk approaches for each phase?
No, I make like I try my best to keep it all the same, because at the end of the day, like it turns into a habit once you do it once. But if you try doing different things, then like let's say like I try something else for phase one, phase two, and it worked, but then again, like when I funded, I go back to my habits, and let's say I had two bad days, I might think, oh, that thing worked, so why don't I go back and try that? But so I try keeping it simple, same habits for all the phases and the challenge stuff.
Yeah, I love that. That's amazing. And what pairs do you focus on?
I usually focus on gold, GU or EU, but gold, because gold is the most volatile pair there is. It is the hardest one to trade to, but it's been profitable for me.
Cool. And so your exit strategy is 20 pips, is that right? Or do you ever look at risk to reward, market
Uh,
structure? Just
it depends. It depends on the like how the clean the range is, but I do like securing my like 50% of my profit at least by 20 pips. Like I'll
nice.
move my stop to break even, and then 20 pips, and then sometime I let it ride. But it depends on like it depends on the market. It
Nice.
depends on the range itself too.
Cool. And so I'm guessing you don't have any indicators on your screen then. You mentioned you like keeping it clean.
No, no, I like keeping it clean. Like yeah, I like keeping it clean. I don't use indicators at all.
Did you use indicators at the start of your journey?
Yeah, like I could have. You can add like the eight MA, or like 15 MA, like
Mm.
7 and 12 actually, just to see the trend and everything. So like if it's above, like I'll be like, okay, just only buys are valid or only sells are valid. But I realized like indicators, they lack, like they're a candle behind, so they can't tell you, but sometimes they can help you. So
Mm.
I tend to avoid them. I don't have them on my charts.
And what other types of strategies did you try in the past before you found the one that you're using now?
I tried supply and demand. That wasn't bad either. It was good, but it was just like I wanted to be more like day trader. Like I come in for 3-4 hours trade and then get out. But supply and demand, it was more like you wait for the candle to touch your zone and stuff like that. I tried dealing with the ICT, but that thing is, it works for people, but I don't know. I tried looking into it, because at one point everyone was just talking about ICT. It was like if you were in the forex groups and everything, or industry, everyone was talking. But I feel like that thing, first thing is like they trade on 1 minute, which is insane. And yeah, it's not for me.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I think it's just a matter of finding what works for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly, because it
definitely.
works for people. It works for
Yeah,
people. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. It's just all of our eyes are adjusted to seeing different patterns,
yeah.
different things. So yeah. So what platforms do you use to place trades? Are you on MT5, Think Trader, TradingView?
No, I placed my trades on Think Capital itself, the book itself, but my analyses are all done on TradingView.
Nice. So
Yeah.
you use the Think Trader platform to execute trades then?
Yes, and then I use TradingView for all my analysis.
Nice. How do you find Think Trader?
It's good. It's good. It's pretty. Honestly, I think you guys have TradingView built in
Yeah.
your, yeah. So, it's good. I haven't had problems with it. It's pretty fast with the when you place an order, it's pretty instant. Even with the stop losses and everything's pretty instant. So there's nothing laggy and stuff like that. So I haven't had any bad experience. Overall, it's been probably one of the best platforms I've traded.
And do you use the app version or the desktop?
The desktop.
Nice.
Usually I trade on my laptop. It's
Yeah.
just better. You see the wider pictures.
Nice. So you try not to trade on your phone then?
No, no, because that thing is dangerous.
Yeah, it's easy to get carried away and go into
Yeah,
autopilot. Yeah.
yeah,
So
it does.
Do you have set trading hours then, or set sessions? If if
I
you're
think it's mostly sessions, so I'll try getting into like London session starts or pre-New York or New
yeah,
York session. And then Asian sessions sometime because lately like you know, the gold has been very volatile during Asian too. So it's just session. I don't trade in between sessions. So let's say like maybe like tw- uh, 12, 12 noon in New York time.
yeah,
I stop trading because that's when like a little break this happens. So I stop trading and then I'll just get back at like 8 p.m. at night. But I like trading either London or pre-New York.
nice. Are you in the UK?
No, I'm not in the UK. I'm in Toronto.
Nice. So,
And
what time is London session for you then?
it's like almost it's like I think 3 o'clock, two
Oh,
thirty
that's
three.
in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
yeah. No, no afternoon at night.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. Sometimes like that's why I try focusing more on New York because I get up at like 6:30 in the morning and then 7 o'clock I look at the charts. But sometimes I end up trading thing. You just stay up. Just
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah. So I guess Asian session for gold's ideal for you because it's such your schedule.
Yeah, it is ideal for me. But yeah,
Nice. Yeah, gold really makes some nice moves during Asian session. Uh,
yeah. Lately it's been pumping up and down for no reason.
yeah, as long
It's
as you buy, you've got a good chance.
yeah, yeah. You do.
So
Just selling.
So, what would your routine look like day to day? Do you have like a pre-trading routine where you maybe mark up your charts, meditate, maybe review your journal? Do you have any kind of set processes in place?
Um, Usually, as soon as I start, I'll just look at the daily, and then I work my way down. I'm pretty strict with like what time frame I like. 30 minutes is like 30 minutes and 15 minutes is like those are the time frame that I mainly look at. Like I'll mark up my thing, but at the end of the day, like my resistance and my support has to be on 30 minutes or 15 minutes. And other than that, like I don't trade mid time frame. Let's say like a 30-minute candle open, I'll trade within a minute or 2 minutes. But if it's like 38, like as in like it's 8 minutes into the candle, then I'll wait for the 15 minute and then decide what I'm gonna do. So I don't trade like I trade either at the big only at the beginning of the candle, not in the
Nice.
middle. Yeah.
And how have you came to create those rules? Have you back tested? Have you collected stats? It sounds
Yeah,
like
like so basically I usually I had a lot of mentor, but I really like Raja Banks.
nice.
So he's an amazing guy. So like I followed him and I saw that like he would only enter the thing and he was a lot more profitable when he was just sending things. So I tried replicating the same thing,
Mm,
and it did help me a lot. And it also like a lot of the times you only enter in the middle of the thing because you have FOMO. So that
yeah.
FOMO aspect kind of go went away. Like you'll see the candle just going up like crazy like with and then you're like what I should have entered and then you just enter at like 8 minutes into a candle and the next thing it just reverse.
Yeah.
So I was taking stupid losses because of it. So then it was set rule that like I can only enter at the thing or at or like just at the start. There's nothing else, just at the start of the candle.
Amazing. So my next question is how do you stay disciplined and in control of your emotions? But I feel like your great risk management plays a good role in that.
Yeah, like the thing is you say the biggest thing is the losses will always uh disturb your discipline or your trading or anything. So you have to try your best to keep your losses small. And the second thing is like you don't have to make $1 million in one day. You can spread it around. So don't think about like today. Think about the future. Like okay, like if I do 1% a day or half a percent a day, I'll still be like if I'm 70% profitable, I'll still have like 20% in a month or like 10%, which is a lot compared to any other industry.
Yeah.
So I think when I started thinking bigger and outside the norm, it helped me a lot with in terms of staying disciplined and a lot of like a lot of any big trader you talk to, he only talks about discipline. He talks about patience, talks about discipline, and making sure keeping your small losses as small as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot easier to admit when you're wrong if the
Yeah,
small loss is small.
yeah, like because you don't wanna, like I said before, like profits are hard to come by, and you don't want to destroy it by one trade, because
Yeah,
that could happen if you're chasing one trade. And usually when I start chasing trade, I'll just shut down everything and just leave the screen. To be honest, that's the
yeah,
best thing. Just get up, get off, and then come back tomorrow with a fresh mind.
yeah. I love that. Amazing. So, what would you say is the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome in the past 4 or 5 years you've been trading?
I think the biggest thing is uh, initially when I started, I was in loss, but then I was stuck in this break even for the longest time. I
Hmm.
think for like a year, 2 years, I was stuck in break even. Like I would have profit, I would have losses, but I was always stuck in break even. So
That's
it's my
really
actually, yeah, that's good, but it was
good.
very annoying because like you're there, you can
Yeah.
see it, but it's just so hard to jump over that hurdle.
Mm.
And I think I think that's when, like, the keeping your losses small, not over trading. Like discipline was there. It was just more like keeping the losses small. That's the thing. Like you can, the smaller the losses, then you can accumulate, like, maybe you can be wrong 5 times, but if your losses add up to, like, let's say 0.5% or five, and your profit is 1%, you're still profitable. So at the end of the day, the smaller the losses, the better it is for us. So I think that helped me overcome that. That was the biggest challenge for like a year, 2 years. I was always stuck in that break even mode, or what do you want to call it.
Do you think that you going through that, being break even for a year, is what's motivated you now to use good risk management? Like, if you hadn't have went through that, do you think maybe your risk management wouldn't be as good now?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's not even that. I think if I was profitable right off the bat, I would even value money, to be honest. Like if you're like started trading and you started seeing the amount of money you're making, you're just you don't value money at that point. So I think it taught me a lot about, like, yes, it might seem like trading is easy, or like, he's making money just sitting behind the desk, but it is a lot to it. Like, you, as a trader, like, a lot of people just see the end goal, but the journey that he had, it's something. So it, all that made me a better person and better planner, disciplined, be more patient, and just value of money, to be honest.
Yeah, I love that because trading's a really frustrating journey, and a lot of people get stuck thinking that they're not going to progress or,
Yeah,
feeling like that victim mentality. But it's really great that you going through that has shaped you into a better trader and has helped you
yeah,
along the way. Because I know people that have been stuck at the break even stage and have just quit trading completely.
yeah.
But I think it's important to like reflect and then, take away the lessons like you have from it.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to, like, a lot of the times people don't just go away. Like, you can take like a 3 month break, 4 month break, and then come back to it. Because at the end of the day, like, you need time away from it to come back and evaluate everything and then go back at it trading. So even if anyone's stuck out there, or like, if anyone's going through something in terms of trading, you can just go back, sit back, and just watch the market how it moves. Like, you don't have to trade. You can just literally just have the charts open and see what's happening. That they'll teach you a lot too. So you don't have to personally just keep trading. Like, just get away from it and think, and then reevaluate, and then go back at it again.
Definitely. And for anyone that's watching this that maybe feels stuck, they feel like they don't know enough, where would you direct them to? So you've mentioned Raja Banks. Any books, podcasts, YouTube channels that you could recommend?
I think Roger Bank is really good, because, but he sometimes he can get annoying, but he's a pretty good guy. I think following him would be where I would recommend anyone. Other than that, I think you just need to find your own edge. Everyone has to find their own edge, because no matter how many mentors are there, because there are some mentors that are just not in, like, and to find a good mentor is also hard. So I think you need to try different things, but at the end of the day, you have to stick to one thing, and you have to make sure that you stick to it. Because if you move past it, or like, you try, let's say, like, one strategy for 2 months, and then you try another strategy for 2 months, it's not going to work out. You have to stick to one thing, and you have to try for like at least a year and a half, and then, make adjustments.
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah,
how long have you been trading with Think Capital now?
I think it's been 6 months or 8 months, I believe, if I'm not
No.
wrong. Yeah. 6 to 8 months. Initially started end of last year. I did a challenge. I think I failed the first one, but we got an account. I got an account, and then in the middle it was I think we got an email that we were risking too much. Like you were only allowed to risk 4%, and then so we started risking a lot less. It was just one of those days where that month was market was moving heavy. I think it was right when the Trump was getting elected or something. The
Yeah.
market was just going crazy, so we were trying to catch as much as we can. But then we we communicated with your HR, or we talked to them, and then they understood, and then we we told them we're not going to risk more than 2%, uh, and in a day or something, and then that's about it. It's
Yeah.
it's been good. It's been good. The payout's been good. It's been good.
What percentage roughly do you aim for each payout?
I think I it's not percentages. It's more like whenever like the market like I make like enough $3,000, 3,500, I just withdraw it just
Yeah.
to keep it safe. Think that's about it. As soon as I hit like the 2K 3K mark, I kind of just withdraw it.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think a lot of people fall into the trap of trying to get as big of a payout as they can. Yeah.
yeah.
It doesn't end
I,
well.
it doesn't end well because like I said, profits are hard to come by. You have to secure it as fast as you can. So I think as soon as I hit that target, because at the end of the day, like you have the initial capital there, and I'm pretty sure you get like when you withdraw a lot of money, you tend to give us more capital. When you see us profitable, you're like, okay, he started with 100K, he's had 6 7 withdrawals, he's doing pretty good. It's increases profit to like account to like 150 or 200K, whatever it is. So I
Yeah.
think you guys have that growth thing too.
Yeah.
I was reading it somewhere, don't remember, but yeah,
You can scale up to 1 million if
yeah.
yeah.
If you're profitable and like you're following the rules and everything and stuff like that, so there's no point of like keeping that profit in the account for a month. I would just say like you hit that 2 week mark, get it out, and then just reset and go back there again.
Nice. Amazing. And I think that's all the questions I have for you. Is there anything you would like to add?
No, I don't know if this are you guys gonna post this online?
Yeah, yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll then trade with Think Pro, I guess.
Yeah.
Use
Nice.
Think Pro. Yeah.
Yeah. It would be great to have you on for a follow-up interview maybe in a month or two from now. We can catch up, see how
Yeah,
your
for sure.
counts.
Yeah, for sure. Whatever you guys like. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for having me here. I hope you have a wonderful day and see you guys
Yeah.
later.
Thank you so much. It was great chatting to you. I'll chat to you soon.
Great. So, thank you.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
You
Bye.
too.